This is June 6, 2025. I'm here at the home of Barbara Cam, and she also has her friend and designer, Christy Emhoff, is here. So this is the kitchen, Alex. They had a leak, but they wanted, or she wants to take the time, or this time, to redo the entire kitchen. So first thing you'll notice, there is a soffit. The soffit actually is at 91 inches. The rest of the ceiling is at 97 inches. In the kitchen nook and also in the family room. And that's measuring right to the slab. Okay. And then as far as the designs, they're really open to suggestions. They have two thoughts. One would be, there was a peninsula that came out, so one would be to have a peninsula come out, but make, instead of this cabinet, having kind of angled out, just have it go straight to the wall and then have the peninsula come out. And then have maybe seating for two people at the peninsula, and then still have, a small island. There is an island there now, and there is electricity to that island. They put this table here because that's thought number two would be not to have the peninsula, but to have a longer island, but it would not be as long as this, maybe a little bit shorter, and then have seating like two on one side and two on the other side, and the rest would be, the cabinet itself for the island. Okay, so those are two of the thoughts, and they're open to any other suggestions. The other modification that they'd like to do to the kitchen would be this walk-in pantry area. So what they want to do is have maybe like a tall pantry on the left of the fridge, have another tall pantry, thin pantry on the right of the fridge, so both pantries about equal size. Extend these cabinets out a little bit deeper so that this fridge that they are keeping, or she is keeping, will look more built in. And then this area here, all of this drywall is going to go away. And then this is going to become like cabinetry with an appliance garage. And then the microwave will sit inside that appliance garage, just sitting on a shelf. Because there's a microwave right now above the cooktop. But what they want to do instead of the microwave is have the plaster hood that has the legs on it on either side that go down to the counter. And then they'll buy the motor insert for that. And then as far as style, transitional in style, looking for a white painted shaker, but maybe with a little bit of detailing on the inside of the shaker cabinet. Quartz countertop. They found a quartz Solage from MSI, so they like it a bit on that. And then also maybe a tile backsplash. As far as appliances, all the appliances will be kept. So this 36-inch fridge will be keeping, 27-inch double wall ovens keeping, 30-inch cooktop, 36-inch cooktop rather, be keeping. The microwave's going to go away, so they'll buy the motor for the plaster hood. Keeping the 24-inch dishwasher. We'll buy a new sink. It'll be a single bowl drop-in sink with a new faucet. And then, of course, the microwave I mentioned before would just be sitting, on the shelf in the appliance garage. Okay. Also, there's flooring. So this is a two-story house. We are on a slab foundation. There is a tile roof here. And what they're looking to do is change all of the flooring out downstairs except for the laundry room. Right now, we're approximating that there's about 1,300 square feet. So we use that for pricing purposes, but we'll adjust depending on what the true measurements are. So 1,300 square feet plus another 10% for material wastage. And what they're looking for is the higher end laminate, with the wide planks. And then, so doing everything in the kitchen would be one option. The other option is to do just cabinets and maybe possibly countertop. So they'll kind of find other contractors that could do the other thing. So they could work with both estimates. They want to see what both would be. Okay, so that should be everything. Let me just move down that way. Okay, that's it. Thank you.